Cam, you want to eat? You hungry? You hungry? Hey! No, don't do that. Behave. Draco. Draco, Cam. Put some ground beef in the bowl. We are making raw dinner for both of my Cane Corsos, Cam and Draco. They get this meal 2 times a day. So, ground beef. Twice a day, we feed them this meal, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. For the ground beef. Also got a veggie and fruit supplement. If you're doing a raw feeding, you don't have to necessarily do veggie and fruit every single day, but at least a couple of times a week, make sure they're getting some kind of green vegetable and a little bit of fruit. A little bit of fruit doesn't ever hurt either. All right, I also have some quail eggs here. I'm going to give them, you are being extremely impatient. All right, I'm gonna give each of them two quail eggs for each of them. You are a lot better behaved than your brother. All right, then we also have some omega, come on dude, why are you barking? We also have some omega-3. That's very, very important to have in a raw diet. Supports their coat, their skin, joints, brain health. Even supports their eyes to keep their vision healthy. All right, so I have that in a syringe here. We'll add that at the end. All right, we also have some freeze-dried chicken from Steve's Real Food. If you're working with freeze-dry, make sure you keep it hydrated or rehydrated. We have raw goat milk that we use for that. All right, so another thing you can use is coconut water. Regular water, obviously, but coconut water or goat milk seems to be my dog's favorite. Again, if you guys are going to be doing a raw diet, make sure that you're doing it properly. Make sure it's balanced. Make sure you're not just giving them just a bunch of random things in a bowl, because they will have health problems later on in life, and you don't want that. The whole point of raw feeding is to make sure that they live longer and they don't end up with that horrible cancer and all that other stuff that dry kibble has in it, all the processed stuff, all the sugars and starches and everything. That's just, it's so horrible, you know, all the stuff that we put in our bodies. Just imagine what these dog foods are putting in these guys' bodies. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. So if you can, try to do a raw diet, especially for a large breed like this. You know, it's just going to benefit them so much more. Look how shiny they are. They stay shiny. I'm sorry, I'm taking forever. You want to eat, don't you? All right, so I'm going to put this in here. It's stuck. It's not coming out. Shoot. Come on. Why is this not coming out? I don't know why it was so hard to do that. Alright, sorry, let me unscrew this. Sorry about that. Alright, add some goat milk here. Like I said, make sure if you're using, you don't have to do this, but if you are doing freeze-dried food, just make sure that you're keeping it hydrated. Get all the nutrients out of it. All right, usually we would be doing an organ as well, like liver or gizzard, kidney, but I just ran out. I gave them the last bit of beef liver that we had last night, so I need to run out tomorrow and get some more. But the rule of thumb is 80-10-10, so 80% meat, 10% bone, 10% organ. All right, so what I do is liver, gizzard, or kidney, and then also beef heart. But keep in mind, if you're gonna be doing heart, that is a muscle meat. That's not an organ. It is an organ, but it's classified as a muscle. All right, so keep that in mind. I have a lot of information on my channel. Go check it out. I have a lot of links to help you guys get started raw feeding if it's something that you're interested in. A lot of good information over there. I'm just going to give them the last little bit of that. All right. Another big thing is the raw chicken legs. A lot of people are against that. They don't understand it. A large breed like a Cane Corso is more than capable of handling something like this. Raw chicken legs, the raw bones, they're not brittle. They won't splinter apart and hurt your dog's intestines or digestive tract or anything like that. A cooked bone is never good. It's gonna hurt your dog. Do not ever give your dog a cooked bone. Make sure you stick with raw. If you have any other smaller breed, or if you have a breed like this, go ahead and do it like this. But if you have a smaller breed that doesn't necessarily have the bite force that a Cane Corso does, get a meat grinder, or maybe just chop these up. If you have a sharp enough knife, you can chop these up, no problem. But for a couple $100, you can get a meat grinder. It'll grind all this stuff up. Work a lot better if you have a smaller breed dog. That way they don't break their teeth or something like that. But Cane Corso literally has a bite force equal to a lion. So as crazy as that sounds, it is true. All right, let's lock Draco up so I can feed Cam. Go on, go to cage. All right. You ready to eat? So, yeah, I've been ready. Sit. Alright, so we'll watch him power through these chicken legs. We do freeze everything first, so these are just a little bit frozen. But they chew them up, they get right through them. Like I was talking earlier, if you have a meat grinder, for a couple $100, that's a small price to pay to just give your animal a better experience. Draco's barking. All right, let's give Draco his food. Open the door here. Get back. All right, sit. You ready? Leave it. Go ahead. Another thing about raw feeding is you're going to be cleaning up a lot. Your floors are going to be disgusting. In the summertime, it's a better idea to like feed them outside, but we're in the Midwest, so it's a little bit colder outside right now. All right, so we got through both of those chicken legs. Hopefully, you know, raw diets will lead to the animal having, obviously, she's gonna have a better life, but I want these dogs to live as long as we possibly can, you know. I don't want them to die early. I don't want them to get cancer. I don't want them to get anything that these processed kibbles are known for. You know, I understand sometimes you can't afford to do it like this, or you just don't have it in the budget. Luckily, you know, these dogs are like our children, so, you know, we can, you know, spend a little bit more on them. But like I said, there's links in my channel. There's companies dedicated to raw feeding. It's as easy as just opening a package. It's already pre-ground up. It has all the nutrients that they need. It has the bone, it has the organ, it has the meat, everything all included. So Raw Paws or We Feed Raw, companies like that, I have them linked in my channel. Go over there. You can get your dog started now. You know, it's the simpler way to give your dog the same kind of diet. This is just, this way is more of the, you know, you see what they're getting. These other companies, you know, everything's ground up and it's pre-packaged into one sausage, but it's the same thing, and it's a lot easier if you have a smaller breed dog, or if you just don't have the time to do it like this, which, you know, again, this does take a little bit of time. You know, you have to spend 15-20 minutes every morning and every evening, you know, instead of just scooping it out of a bin and throwing it in a bowl for them. All right. Cam, come on, go outside. Come on, let's go outside. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Trying to do these lives more and more. become a little bit more known for it. I want to provide information and give people a how-to and just an example of how they can do it and how easy it really is. Some of the supplements my dog use are the omega-3. That's a really good one. I use that every day for their food toppers. That supports pretty much everything. It supports their skin and coat, brain health. It supports their vision. It supports organ function. That's a really good one to use. If you have any kind of, even like a Petco, but any kind of independently owned dog shop or like dog treat shop, we have a few around here. If you go in there, those are the people that are going to have all the supplements that you need, and they're the ones that are going to be dedicated to raw feeding. They have an overabundance of things that you can use, and I'm sure anybody in there will be knowledgeable and help you out and give you what you need. But again, I have so many videos on my channel. Just go and search through them. I have a bunch of links, all the information that you need. Oh, he's pooping. All right, we'll let him poop in peace. You don't gotta go potty. No, you want to go back inside and bug your mama. That's what you want to do. You're welcome, Jeremy. All right, guys, well, I'm going to try to do some more of these videos. Like I said, obviously they get this stuff every day, so I'm going to do as much as I can and give you guys as much information as possible. All right, thanks for watching.